I have two dreams for Tampa Bay. The first is to help Tampa Bay become the best place to raise a family in America. Hand in hand with that dream is one equally as important, which is to help Tampa Bay become the healthiest city in America. And when you combine children and you combine healthcare, we can live a brighter tomorrow and we can empower tomorrows. I was an average student, not very interested in learning. And then one summer, our parents had the good fortune of taking us to the Northeast. We stopped at the Smithsonian, we stopped at the Natural History Museum. I still remember it, seeing these incredibly massive creatures that used to roam this world, 30 feet long, 40 feet long, 80 feet long. And it took things that were in a textbook that were 2D, and it made them 3D, it made them real life. And at that point, that sparked and interested me in science. And so I thought for myself, hey, if I ever have the opportunity to be able to find a dinosaur, then I would love to be able to bring that back and bring that back to where my home is. You can only imagine what happens when you come home to your wonderful wife and say, hey babe, I read somewhere on CNN that the world's largest triceratops is for sale. What do you think about us buying a dinosaur and bringing it to Tampa?
I was taken back and I was like, are you crazy? But then he kind of explained, the reasoning and it made sense. And now I think we see it in our son. He's so ecstatic to go visit the museum every single time and super proud.
Really, it's not a dinosaur, it's a catalyst. It's a catalyst for our children to open their mind, to make them curious, and to have the most well-rounded children in our community. We should empower our children not to lose the ability to dream. You are capable. We believe in you. You can do whatever you dream. I've always been inclined to think about return on investment. And there is no bigger return on investment than investing in our children and our children's health. And so when we think about what that investment will do when it compounds over years, over decades, that is what it is about, empowering tomorrows and maximizing our return on investment.
As a mother, the most important thing is our children and our children's health. And I know all the mothers here feel the exact same way. And I think that's why it's so important to support the Children's Hospital.
When you look at philanthropy and you think about the members of this community, they want an organization with the values that we exhibit every day. And they're not just words on a wall. Anybody who walks through Baycare feels it. It's palpable. And what's exciting to me is community members feeling as though we're worthy to commit their hard-earned dollars to ensure that we're here long into the future and able to create a world-class children's hospital. That's something to be really proud of. When I met Sidd, I was so inspired because the first thing he said to me was, I want to tell you about my parents.
Both of Ami and my parents are immigrants. And so they had the good fortune of being able to come to this country. My father came to this country with $8 in his pocket. He was able to, with his hard work and dedication, help thousands of lives as a pediatric anesthesiologist. And he was the epitome for me as the American dream. And he showed to us what it meant to work hard. And he taught us values that, hey, you have to place your family above yourself. And he said, this is a place that's helped you, helped our family build and live the American dream, and you have to give back to the community. It all started with the tour that we had at the Children's Hospital. Ami and I came, my parents came, Kate and Stephanie came. We walked through and I could see my parents' eyes light up.
When we did our tour, we were very fortunate to meet the doctors. And I think I was taken away, being in the healthcare field, just by their true dedication. You can tell that they actually genuinely love coming to work. They truly care about all their patients. They also place importance on the family and the extended family. They have multiple programs to help the supporters and the caregivers and not just treating the patients themselves.
Our patients come because of our physicians. They stay because of our extraordinary care. Anyone who enters any of our facilities expects us to change their life by saving their life. But how we treat them is truly our differentiator.
We didn't know how incredible this asset was. And when we walked through there, that's what caused us to be really excited and to want to get involved in a much bigger way. My dad came to this country in 1973 when he got married. 50 years later, we've been trying to figure out, hey, what could we do to celebrate your 50th wedding anniversary? What can we do to honor both of your incredible legacies? When we start talking about it, there wasn't any hesitation. This was what they wanted for their 50th wedding anniversary. And to know that this could help hundreds and thousands of people here in Tampa Bay. The Pagidipati family is deeply honored to give $50 million to the Pagidipati Children's Hospital, St. Joseph's. Our vision for this institution is to help it become the premier institution, not only in the state of Florida, but throughout the country.
The vision is that families will seek this organization from all over because not only do we deliver that exceptional care today, but we're going to be enhancing our clinical programs. When you need care, we want you to be able to find not only the exceptional care delivery, the compassionate care that we're known for, but all of the services that are required to save a child's life. Think about 90 years ago, the sisters who founded St. Joe's. Their priority was our children, and today, it's still our children.
I'd like to take a moment to thank my parents. Without them, without their support, without the values that they instilled in us, I wouldn't be here. Ami wouldn't be here. We may be getting the Heroes Award, but in my mind, you both are the real heroes.